Welcome back, welcome back to another episode of the Lounge Off-Season Edition. I'm your host, Mr. J, him. And man, we are back here with another episode, man. Joining us like always, the 16-time kickball champ himself, Mr. Lucius Left Foot, aka Rico Mack. Nigga, when you want some more championships since I've been gone?
Something like that.
I took 2 weeks off, and this man a 16-time champ. He was just like a 12-time champ when I left.
Now we got up 13, but now we at
Okay.
16.
Okay. Joining us again, you know what I'm saying? Huge lounge welcome, Mr. Late Champion himself, Mr. Tay Hendricks in the building. What's going on, Hendrick?
What's good? What's good?
Yo.
And man, last but certainly not least, my pimping player partner himself, Mr. Country Polo. What's going on, Polo?
This ain't cowboy, but I appreciate it.
I told you I thought that said country. My bad. Man, we got some decent stuff to cover for y'all today, man. We're going to hop right into it. Training camp has been going on, people. It is almost NFL season. As you are probably watching this, it may be the day before or the day of the Hall of Fame game between the Chargers and the Lions.
Yep.
So, with that being said, what in training camp has impressed you all the most, as well as what has really disappointed y'all? So we can just kind of start off with impressions. What done impressed y'all a lot?
I'm gonna start off with my team. Ravens. What impressed me is basically just really how our veterans is taking that leadership. Since even though yeah we got Jair, but it's giving Marlon Humphrey, Roquan the freedom for our defense just to lead the younger guys and take that step forward, which they wanted. They've been saying for a couple of years, but I'm finally seeing they want to take that 2000 Ravens or that Ray Lewis, Ed Reed approach. Then just with the offense is just Lamar, him throwing dots, Aaron Rodgers throwing interceptions. My bad, wrong team. Yeah, I saw that Polo.
Well, Polo, he threw a shot. So, Polo, what's impressed you
Oh man.
so far through training camp?
Really, our running back that we got for the Steelers, even though there ain't no pass, no really contact and stuff, really. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when it come down to my team, it's questionable, man. I can't sit here and lie about it just because I'm a fan. I know our defense is gonna be biting. You know what I'm saying? Folks gotta realize they talking about him. This practice, man, not the game. Not the game that he go out there and die for. They talking about practice. But anyway,
Training
besides
camp,
that,
bro.
this is but still it's practice. Like this is the same team that picked them off 3 times in one game last year. So what you expect?
I mean,
Picked off in one game, but where y'all end up at?
Rico, what you thinking, man?
it's like I feel like first off, I'm looking at it through the lens of a Falcons fan. You feel me? And I been like what I've been seeing, especially from our receivers. Our receiver QB connection. I'm liking it.
Don't fall for the Kyle Pitts hype, man.
I ain't talking about Kyle Pitts. I promise you. I've been let that go.
Oh man. And well, some things that have impressed me a lot is the rookies, honestly. There's been a lot of rookies looking good. Ted McMillan is one of them that's looked really good throughout training camp. A lot of good catches come from over that way, as well as man, Shador Sanders. He didn't the last few days. He didn't drive the ball, but made good decisions and was able to get a few good connections going. Just kind of moving on around the league a little bit. Very, very, very impressed by the new guys over there in Dallas, man. George Pickens actually looking pretty good in that Cowboys uniform, and it's looking like we may get some good stuff going. Now, some of the bad, I am very concerned about. Oh, also to bring up my Packers, Great contested catch by Matthew Golden today. Well, by Matthew Golden earlier, and Xavier McKinney and Nate Hobbs been looking pretty good as a duo on the defense. But for the bad, JJ McCarthy. Oh my goodness, he has not looked very good in training camp. He has not looked very good in training camp. It's bad when your star wide receiver has to kind of use the he's young excuse when this team has Super Bowl aspirations just a year ago. As well as Aaron Rodgers did have a bad day at camp, but it's training camp, so we're gonna take that with a grain of salt. As well as, man, feel bad for Mr. Dylan Gabriel. He had some crucial mistakes down the stretch, especially in his last few drives of practice. Cleveland quarterback battle heating up, man. But shout out to Big Russell Wilson, though. I forgot to bring this into good. Russell Wilson and Malik Neighbors may end up looking very good next season.
I can see them doing something because, like I say, all Russ want to do is just at least throw it about 50 yards.
I mean,
in the air,
one thing
in
we
the
know about
air.
No, I think that's way farther than 50 yards in there.
He been slinging that thing, man. Pause. You can throw us some
Hey,
bucks,
hey,
man.
hey.
Bro,
Whoa,
I'm gonna
wait
be
a
honest, bro.
minute.
Russell Wilson, every quarterback that the Giants got is gonna unlock something new for Malik Neighbors this upcoming season because he has what he didn't have before, a quarterback who's gonna also push the ball down the field. Another guy that's been looking pretty good. Hopefully they take advantage of it. Maserati Marv, looking like Maserati Marv again in training camp. I know it's just training camp, but a lot of their issues over there in Cardinals camp last year was, hey, we spent a first round pick on Marvin Harrison and Kyler Murray refused to give him the ball.
Yeah,
So
I got a question. What you
no.
think
yeah,
about? What you think about what's going on over there in Tennessee?
Come on,
bro, I
Cam.
don't know, bro. It's just a lot.
Yeah,
They released their wide receiver. He what's his name? Start with a T.
Traylon Burks.
Yeah, and he didn't look bad before the injury, but man, I hope he land on his feet somewhere. Tennessee is just a dysfunctional organization. We
and
say
the
we
hard.
wanted Shador to go to Tennessee, but now I may be feeling bad for Cam Ward because he might not fix their problems. They got a
Did
lot of
you
issues.
did you check out the press conference when the question was asked about the quarterback that got hurt?
I did not.
Oh, he said, I can't speak on him. All I'm worried about is Cam Ward. That's all I'm caring about is Cam Ward. I'm ready. I'm talking about. I don't know, man. When you hungry, I guess he might work it out. You never know.
Yeah, you don't. But man, Fed, you got anything to add about training camp before we move on? Because we got some hot takes today.
Oh, no, we can go ahead and move it on.
Okay, hot takes for today. Let me know if you think these takes are hot, cold, or warm. Now, starting off, either Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen will win the AFC this year and win the Super Bowl.
I think some of that.
What you think? We hot,
But
cold? You think it's cold, Polo? Why you say that?
To be honest with you, I feel like they ceiling is where they at. Like they're gonna look good. I kid you not. But it's gonna be some stuff that always happens when they feet is almost walking through the door. Lamar's a talented person. Allen's a very talented person. Can't take nothing from them. As they look like they was made to play football. To be perfectly honest with you, but it takes a team to make it there. And although Baltimore got the defense, they got the offense. I just feel like something might happen. Something's gonna transpire, so they ain't gonna make it. That's just my opinion.
Um, I'm pretty hot on that because I think for everything that the Ravens and the Bills both got significantly better this offseason. The Ravens were able to develop a lot more talent. Isaiah Likely in that whole tight end room looking pretty good. Um, the defense is always going to be stout and show up. Lamar's looking like he's back locked in, and the Bills made one of the biggest acquisitions when picking up Joey Bosa this offseason, as well as they drafted a corner in the draft. So I feel like that's a I feel like it's a hot take, but I think it's something that can happen because the Chiefs hadn't got too much better than what they are. Now I'm not saying that the Chiefs just suck, they're bad, but they hadn't just got significantly better. Because to me, they're still the favorite out in the AFC. Don't get it confused.
Definitely.
But I feel like the rest of these teams made a lot more. I feel like a lot of these other teams made a lot more moves and may have just evened up the playing field some. Fed, what you thinking?
Oh, I'm
I
gonna go
mean,
with. Oh my bad. I thought you said me.
you definitely got to take a look around the rest of the league though, because like, I mean, the Chiefs gonna be the Chiefs regardless of whoever else in the league. It don't matter. The Chiefs still gonna be the Chiefs. So I don't know. I'm feeling like Baltimore might go ahead and do their thing this year.
Okay, Hendrix, what you on?
Uh, it's a hot take. I'm gonna go. Of course, I'm taking us, but it's only between us, Bills, and the Chiefs. Nobody really got that significantly better in the AFC to at least be a threat to one of us.
I'm not gonna say that because it's a team that I got a hot take about on down the list that y'all may need to be a little bit concerned with. But moving on, Eagles will not go back to back, and Saquon will regress this year. The Eagles defense, I'm sorry, and the Eagles will be defended totally different this year.
Uh, the last part I can agree 100% because I feel like they're gonna make Jalen Hurts throw the ball more this year.
Yep, and I kind of agree with that. I don't think they're going back to back though. They have a very tough schedule this year. If I'm not mistaken, this is the year they match up with the NFC North, like the entire NFC North, as well as the AFC West. So it's gonna be some tough matchups. Teams are gonna key in on the run. Jalen Hurts, you're gonna have to throw it through the air, man.
Yeah, they gonna force them to do that early.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna learn more about themselves this year for sure with that schedule.
Yeah, I don't think they repeat. Nah, nah.
I don't think they make it out of the NFC this year. To me, this is the Lions year. This is the Lions year to lose. Aiden
It's been that
Hutchinson will
way.
be back.
That been at the last couple years.
It's
I
been that
don't
way
think it
for
was as
two
much
years
last
now.
year though. I can't say that as much last year because of all the injuries and stuff they had. They were one of the
Well,
most
it
beat
was
up
late too
teams at the
though.
end of the year last year.
That's that.
They
Uh,
just played well together.
They were
to
still one
speak
of the most weird.
to
They
Yeah,
speak
they
but
on
when
your.
you
didn't. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
when you're missing a top three edge rusher in the league, probably that makes a significant difference. When your whole secondary beat up and you missing a top 3 to 5 edge rusher in the NFL, that makes a significant difference.
But I guarantee they feared the Lions more than the Eagles. They feared Saquon. They didn't fear the entire Eagles.
And I'm feeling like, man, this may be a regression year, man. You ever
Going for
felt
the
like
Eagles.
for Saquon, you ever feel like a player gave his all so hard that he may not ever get back to the level again?
Pause.
I don't
Nah,
and
nothing.
I use Randy Moss as an example of that. In '07, Randy Moss gave the best year a wide receiver Dane has ever had, and he was not able to match that ever again.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Jay, as far as that goes, you can't look in the future based off of teams, really, because, like you said, injuries play a huge part, but that's a part of the game also. So, next man up, no matter what, especially when you're playing football. This is one of the most brutal sports to play. So, to speak on them not making it to the championship, every team that's in the NFL got an opportunity from the beginning of the year. With them, heavy is the head that wear the crown. So we can't sit here and say they're not gonna make it. Saquon been a dog ever since his feet hit the ground in the NFL. I don't think he's gonna regress. But also the NFC is not as hard as the AFC this year. So all
Mm.
they got to, yes, I'm telling the
Oh
truth.
no, you tripping. I think the NFC
That's
is a
your
lot
opinion.
stronger than what you're
That's
giving it credit for.
no, that's your opinion. I'm just
Nigga, that's
telling you
your
how.
opinion too. What are you talking
I'm just
about?
saying that's your opinion. Ain't
What
nothing wrong with it. But you
top
got
team?
teams.
I'm saying
You got
top
you got
team for
teams.
top.
You got teams that's making it to the playoffs with only 8 wins, man. Like you got
Who
to look
made
at
it to
this.
the
This
playoffs
was
last
going
year with
on.
8 wins?
This was going on in the NFC, man. This was
Who
going
made
on in
it?
the NFC.
Who made it in the
Yeah.
playoffs last year with 8 wins in the NFC?
I'm just saying it's closer. Like, all
It's
right,
not.
look
Every
at the
team,
Cowboys division.
every
Look at the
team.
Cow.
The
I'm
Cowboys
in
didn't
NFC
make the
East.
playoffs.
The Cowboys division been trash like the last 20 years.
This is what
Hey,
I'm
hey,
saying. You
hey!
got
The
to you
NFC East had two
Yeah,
12
just the
win
Eagles.
teams last year.
two,
Two teams that won at
two.
least 12 games.
Okay, all right.
The entire NFC North, except the Bears, won at least 11.
It's like basketball, man. You got the
How
East
is
and the
that? I'm
West.
trying to understand. I'm
I'm
trying
just
to
saying.
understand what I'm
Name
saying.
name 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 the top teams in the NFC.
The top, you want the top three teams as far as record or seeding?
No, I'm just talking about you name. I'm not looking at your phone. Name the top teams.
The
Don't look at
top
your
teams,
phone.
the top teams in the NFC is probably going to end up being the Eagles, Lions, Commanders, Packers will be up there because they always going to have a good schedule. Um, maybe the Vikings. I'm not quite sure.
I'm still at them three. That's
Why are
it.
you at them? Even if you look at the three teams in the AFC, it's only, if that's your logic, it's only three good teams in the AFC because it's only three teams in the
You got
AFC that's
more
actually
talent. You got
won
more
some.
talent in the AFC though,
But it's not though. The talent in the NFL
Uh,
is way more spread out.
bro.
you
You
got you
crazy,
definitely got
man.
talent in NFC though. I
You
ain't gonna
got
lie.
you got a lot of talent in the NFC.
Super Bowl champions, heavy as the head that wear the crown. Let's
The
not act
Super
like
Bowl
they ain't.
winner came out of the NFC last year.
I know. Hear what I'm saying though. It's gonna be. I feel like it'll be easy for them to make it there. But
I don't.
to
I
look forward,
disagree.
you got to think about everything that comes along with it. Because people get hurt. Look at the team you said, the Lions. 3 years ago, the Lions wouldn't even make it to the playoffs. They'd have made their last two years. That's their Super Bowl. That's the
I
ceiling
believe they
for them.
made it the last 3 years, by the way. But
Two,
what do you think?
two,
Nah, that was real close
two,
to making it one of them years.
Okay, I was gonna say I
two,
know because Dan Campbell been the coach 3 seasons.
two,
Yeah,
two.
they missed it that
Nigga,
first year.
you a Steelers fan. I don't understand how you talking right now.
I'm speaking
But
logic. I'm
even
not speaking about feelings.
even if you speaking about the NFC as a whole, the NFC is from top to bottom to me is way more talent based than the AFC.
Way more, man. Listen, man. The NFC is the chum bucket compared to the AFC.
Hey,
Whoa. Chum Bucket
hey,
is
You
kind of crazy.
crazy, man. You
Chumbuck is
crazy,
crazy.
hey, bro.
man.
You know how many teams in the AFC?
Yeah.
The AFC had 5 teams that won less than 5 games last year. If you talking about what a talent at, they had 4 teams that won 4 games or less last year. It was only one. It was only one team in the NFC that
Bro,
won less than 5 games last year.
who won the AFC versus NFC last year?
Nigga,
I know you're talking Pro
the
Bowl.
Oh
Eagles.
my, I know you.
No, I'm not talking about the Pro Bowl.
I
I'm
was
talking
about
about
to
as
say.
far as the record when they play
The,
against each
the
other.
NFC had better records last year.
Cause they playing each other, bro. They the chum
What
bucket.
are you talking about?
Wait, I thought you were
The
saying like
NFC,
this.
the
I
NFC
know what you're
had
talking about.
the
Don't
NFC
worry
had
about it.
3 teams that won 14 games last year.
All right, bro. Yeah.
What do
Henry
we
know what I'm talking
know?
about.
I'm saying what Hendricks, what is he
Eagles
talking
and
about?
Vikings.
I'm searching up on chat.
And looking at these records, the Eagles should have had the Eagles. The NFC should have had a better record than the AFC last year. If that's
NFC was 40. If it's correct, 47 and 33 against the AFC.
thank you.
If that's correct, I still think the more talent in the AFC. I think it'll
I
be
mean,
easy in the
you could
NFC.
think that, but that don't mean.
It's possibly more talent, but as far as better teams, NFC
But
was
I'm
better.
still trying to see how it's more
You think
talent.
NFC also?
Not it's better teams, not including the record, yes, but skill wise, I think AFC got better like skill.
I can't say that. The only position that I can really give it to the AFC is quarterbacks. AFC have the best. AFC have better quarterbacks than the NFC because out of your top 5 quarterbacks, at least 4 of them are in the AFC right now. At least 4 of them are in the AFC. So I can give you quarterbacks, but other than that, it's a comparison.
That's about to say we can do that probably next episode.
Yeah, if you really want to compare talent like that, but let's keep going, man. We
They
don't
got a
spend
couple
too
running
much.
backs. They got a couple defenders.
Yeah. All right. I think this is a DPOY year for Michael Parsons. No contract. They ain't talking about giving him one. What y'all thinking?
I
Jerry,
think he needs to
Jerry,
go.
not,
I think he can do it, man.
I'm gonna just give
Uh,
an example. Last year, Cooper Rush, Jerry Jones supposedly didn't know he had a bonus if he played a certain amount of snaps.
You already know it. Yep, yep,
So he about to limit them snaps for Michael Parsons so he don't have to pay him.
yep. But no, Michael, he still gonna find a way to get some good numbers though.
I
Whatever.
think
All right, he
Mike.
still get the numbers, but he gonna try to hurt him with that money.
I think Michael is on his way out for playing with the Cowboys. This might be his last year, or if it's not his last year, I think he's not going to sign again with them. Jerry
I
is
don't
going to
think they're
throw him
gonna
no
offer.
money because of the type of player he is. But
Uh,
as far as saying this is Defensive Player of the Year award, no, no,
I think you got. I think they're gonna trade him though. Honestly,
he's a bullet. Mike is a bullet. You know what a bullet is? What I'm speaking on? Just run
what?
and crash. He like you could really leave Micah open. You don't, if you don't block Micah, he don't understand like pulling guards or nothing. Like I don't think he got like he has the talent, he has the potential to be better. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't seen much improvement in his game since he's been in the NFL for him to say he's gonna get
So
a
you
defensive
saying
player of the
he
year.
just so you saying he just a pass rusher? He can't stop the
Crash,
run.
he'll crash out.
Polo, your
Now,
takes get progressively
I'm
worse.
just I'm just
now,
being honest with you.
I'll say this though. When Michael was left in open space, like to make a decision, he I don't know. That was like some of his worst play. When
I
I was seeing,
I
uh,
know.
Nah,
That's
about
why I
to say I
said
agree.
when he getting
He
off,
pass.
now go
He's
ahead.
about to pass. He the go pass rush. He probably one of the best, and probably not even top two, the number one in the NFL.
But
But
that's
you got
kind
need
of
him
why
to
they
stop
got
that
him.
run. But he plays all four. He played all four downs. So that's
Mm.
why when teams want to run that ball, they getting about 300 rushing yards. They running at him. He can't stop the run.
Let's keep going. Either this is either Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence last year in their respective position with these teams, but for 2 different reasons. Justin Herbert being that I feel like if it's another down year where they're not giving him the talent and giving him what they need, I could see him requesting a trade or trying to get out. Trevor Lawrence just they give up on him and move on from him.
I know
So
somebody
that's what I
will
mean.
take that chance. I'm already knowing.
So do y'all think this
Uh,
this could be the end of the tenure for either one of these guys, depending on this season?
Trevor Lawrence maybe, but Harbaugh, I could see I could see him going through thick and thin with
Justin
Herbert.
Herbert. Yeah.
I think it's the other way around. I think Herbert going through thick and thin with Harbaugh on them, because boy Herbert, boy, some of that wide receiver play they got over there. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, don't even get me
But
started.
this the first year with Harbaugh though.
Nah, I mean I'm saying I don't. I
This
think
is
more it was more
But
so
it's the
what
second
y'all
game.
put around him.
but I think yeah, it's second year, so they're still building. But go ahead, my bad.
Nah, you good. Polo, what you think? Last year from
um
either of these guys.
as far as Herbert, no, I don't think so. But Trevor Lawrence, um him coming back from an injury and everything, yeah, they had some spurts of greatness or potential, like what he can be. I think when it comes down to having to pay him and what he can bring to the team, this could be his last year.
Oh, he done already got paid. So
I
this is
I
we gotta
know.
make something happen.
So
I would say,
wow,
yeah, for however much he making, they gotta make something happen now.
know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Like you put your eggs in the basket, you want them to hatch. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't doing nothing but cracking right now. So at the end of the day, It might get to a point to where it's time to go and let him go. Hey, you gotta love him and leave him. That's the story of the life. You know what I'm saying? So,
And
but
T
when it
Law,
come down to Herbert, on the other hand, um, he's improving. He's improving. It's all about the team that's around him. So I wouldn't just blame him for a lot of things.
yeah,
So
yeah, no, I don't. I think he requests out if he leaves. I don't think. I don't think it's. That's why I said they on two different spectrums. I think if Herbert don't end up in LA, it's because Herbert want to leave, but T Law may be forced out. I could but if this is Trevor Lawrence last year in Jacksonville, I got a few places I think he ends up. One of them, realistically, being the Steelers. I definitely felt because I don't know why I've always seen this nigga as a Steelers type of player. Anyway, I could definitely see him in Pittsburgh if he does end up leaving Jacksonville.
I'm not opposed to that.
All right, no year two drop off for Jay McDaniels. We see a lot of guys had that sophomore slump. I do not think that's going to affect Jay McDaniels like it did this year specifically with somebody like a CJ Stroud.
No,
um, when it come down to that, look at his division he playing in. I'm quite sure he won't look too bad. He won't look too bad at all. I'm
I know
talking
what y'all
about,
finna see though.
huh?
I said we finna see though.
You got to think about it, Rico. This the same team that made it to the playoffs with Taylor Heineke.
I remember.
I
He was
mean,
lit
yeah,
too.
So it ain't much of a difference, you know what I'm saying? Then you coming out. That's why I was speaking of as far as the NFC. Like yeah, they won. All he had to do was win like a playoff game as a rookie. He looked good. He looked like he could be a star. I don't see no drop off in him either. Not at this moment, especially in that division. Like I feel like he went to the right place at the right time.
yeah. And I guess the thing about what you were saying about him, well, not Jay Day. The thing about that division got better. But like I said, I think that division definitely got better. The Giants had Daniel. Giants just went from Daniel Jones to Russell Wilson. That's a few. That ain't many steps up the ladder, but it's a lot more. It's way better than what they were at. And the Cowboys did get a little bit better. Now they indeed are still the Cowboys, but they did get better.
How much better are we talking? Like, let's be for real.
I mean, offensively they got better for sure.
The
And
Cowboys can have a team full of all stars, and they still gonna be Cowboys.
Talking about all
as long
star.
as they got Jerry Jones.
Yep, Jerry.
I swear.
All right.
But with the Jaden Daniels thing, it's gonna come down to Cliff Kingsbury with me because he's the quarterback whisperer. Every quarterback he had, Manziel, Kyler Murray, now Jaden Daniels, they all submerged MVP, Heisman. It all depends on him. Now he can't coach, be a head coach, but he can coordinate.
Yeah. All right. Next take. I think that the Houston Texans will have the best defense in the NFL next season. The Texans ranked fifth in total defense last year, logging 49 sacks and 19 interceptions, which were fourth and second in the league, respectively, as well as having a defensive minded coach with all pro cornerback Derek Stingley. Kamari Lassiter also showing up as a rookie, as well as CJ Anderson on that defensive front. I'm sorry, CJ Anderson. Will Anderson on that
Right.
defensive front. And Daniil Hunter on the other side. This may be one of the more dangerous teams in the league. Do you all feel like they can have the best defense?
No,
Besides them, who did they add?
Um,
that's
I
a
don't think
tough
they
one.
added much to the defense. Their biggest issue with defense last year was their interior defensive line.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go off on the string to if they didn't add anybody or to possibly to help fill the actual void, I'm gonna go with they might be top 10.
They
Slight,
were top five
uh,
last year.
like I said, if it's the same, I don't know. I'm just gonna. I see the
Yeah,
Texans improving
they're
more
going to,
offense than on defense.
but that's a different team. No, that's them.
Let me
CJ
see.
Gardner Johnson.
Uh, yeah, that's them. They got CJ. They also did make some defensive additions. They added Sheldon Rankins. Brought him back to the interior defensive line. They signed Mario Edwards Jr. Re-signed him. Um, yeah, that was it as far as interior line.
But yeah, I think especially how bad their offense was, if their offense don't improve, they definitely taking they going down the top 10 because there's gonna be more pressure on them.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right too.
I think they can repeat at least as top five though.
Yeah, I think
They-
they'll be top five, but
Yeah,
I don't think they'll be the number one defense. And I hate to say what I'm about to say. I think the
yeah, don't
Ravens
say
might make.
anything.
No, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I think the Ravens might have the top defense of the year.
the
Say a
thing
little
that's
louder.
Wow. The thing that's playing into the Texans' favor is the Texans are in one of the worst divisions in football. So that's also going to help their defensive numbers jump off the
What
page.
side they on?
In the AFC South.
I definitely forgot about that. They in with the
Yeah,
Jags.
they in
Who
there with
else?
the Colts,
Yeah,
Jaguars, and Texans.
He gonna beat up on what's the dude on
Oh, they oh
Cam?
they fin oh they finna beat up on everybody in this division this year. The
yeah.
the quarterback play in this division was already a little bit iffy, with Trevor Lawrence being probably the best quarterback outside of what you call it. But they finna beat up on the quarterbacks this year. This,
I like Cam.
this yeah, it's
That
gonna be
that
a
is
sad day. All right, we got two more.
You got those
One,
five.
the NFC is wide open this year. It's gonna be hard saying who is gonna make it out of the NFC this year.
I agree with that.
I
But
want to agree to a toss up.
who you got coming out though? The NFC.
My fandom tells me the Packers because I'm a Packers fan. But realistically, I really don't. I really couldn't tell you realistically. I think that man, I really don't know. Honestly, I do. I know who my sleeper pick is to come out though. My sleeper pick is gonna be the Rams. That is my
Interesting.
sleeper pick to make it out this year is the Rams. Who I want to make it out, the Packers. Sleeper pick will be the Rams. Who I think gonna make it out, I really couldn't tell you.
It's like if I'm looking at it on paper, it's like Detroit
It's
look good, but
yeah,
then
they
it's
do.
like, but I already know how Detroit is down the stretch. I know how they go. I want to put my bread on.
And I know we can beat Detroit. That's the reason I say that. We've shown it when they've been at full strength, when they've been weak. We've shown that we could beat Detroit. We hadn't quite beaten the Eagles. We lost to them twice last year, but we also like it's just weird, honestly.
What about your boy? What you think Baker gonna do this year?
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm a Baker Mayfield fan anyway. You know that.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what he do.
Eagles.
No, the Eagles not coming out again.
Uh,
All right, the MVP race.
I'm just being honest, man. Eagles.
Last one. The MVP race is either wide open. Well, the MVP race is wide open, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes is going to win it this year because he may play like he has something to prove.
What-
Not a
I
bad
agree.
take.
I agree with you. That's not a bad take. That's Patrick Mahomes. That's Patty. I'm talking. That's Patty.
It's hard to bet against him, but I definitely feel like I feel like he may hit another level. I know that's already crazy to say because Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks of this generation, probably one of the best ones of all time. But
It's like the
man,
way
it's
they
just like
lost too.
But hear
yeah,
me
it's
out. Hear
good.
me out. We all know what he's capable of.
We
You
do.
know, after a while and seeing how he was played, they played against him in the Super Bowl. Do you feel as if they might have the let me say what's the word for it? The scheme, the
To beat
scheme that
Patrick
got
Mahomes?
exposed to beat Patrick Mahomes, or would those
No,
adjustments be made the same
no, I
way?
don't.
It's not
I
really a
don't think
team
I don't think it's
either.
a scheme to
Certain things
stop
you
Patrick
can't
Mahomes. I
change.
was just finna say because even in his Super Bowl appearances, Patrick Mahomes has never not showed up. If that makes sense. He's had bad games in the Super Bowl, yes, but he's always put his best foot forward in the Super Bowls, and he always plays better in the playoffs anyway.
Even when he barely had a foot.
Yeah. So that's why I say so. Yeah, Polo. That's why I don't think that I don't think that Patrick Mahomes was the issue when they did lose the Super Bowl.
It was the O line.
It
Yeah.
was the
That
big
Oh,
bang.
and the receivers, like, bro, we had D Hop dropping wide open stuff, Travis Kelsey playing like me. It was just it was just
Yeah,
bad.
at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Once you able to knock off people rhythm, and you got people that make those adjustments that need to be made, and seeing how they beat everybody else. Hey, if we come out like this, hey, if we come out and zone around the field, and we got dogs to rush all for, we sit everybody else back. The whole thing about it is, we know Patrick. You can't stop them. You only can hope to contain them. But if you can knock off their rhythm, would that be a problem to a point to where he might not be an MVP? That's what I'm saying. You got other players that can pull the ball down, and if you rush them, you got to sit here and think about rushing them, like Lamar, Allen. You got players that's willing to come on. I want you to come. Send them forward. I'm getting up out of here. If you only rush four people with Lamar, guess what? MVP.
Well,
So
MVP.
they did
the
they
thing
did
with
make
that
go ahead.
is the thing with that is everybody always played the NFL. They've been playing zone against everybody for the last at least 5 years. But the problem is Kelsey doesn't have nobody else to help him. They boxing Kelsey in. Anytime Kelsey got them big runs, whatever, it's always been him finding an open spot in the zone. So as long as that front four can get to Mahomes, that's why everybody been this been a big draft for the D line because they saw the recipe with the Eagles, that front four.
But also, did you realize what they did to Kelsey? They chipped him every play. It
No,
was
you
no
always
way.
supposed to do that. That you learn that in Pee Wee. And anytime it's a tight end, you chip them. You don't. They never. They
I
slide
know,
tight
but
end,
I'm
never get
saying
a free release.
he was never able to even get a good route in, a turnaround route, anything. 5 yards, two, three people chipping him every time. It was no
That
way they could dunk the
that
ball off.
that's because either he's getting older or he just couldn't do nothing. He was being manhandled. That
He
anytime you do that in you learn in high school, Pee Wee, whatever, you let a tight end or a slot get a free release, you getting benched.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You're right. You're
well, I'm
right.
gonna say this.
One more thing that we can't forget about this team. Um, just my question. What do y'all think going to be the? Do y'all think the San Francisco 49ers bounce back this year?
No. Just quick and
I mean,
simple, no.
bounce back to what? I mean, I think they'll
That
be
they
able to
not
develop.
they got so many issues. They wide receiver room is all over the place. They don't even got good wide receivers right now. No. Real quick, we talked about the Chiefs. They did make some moves. They signed Jalen Moore from the San Francisco 49ers, as well as drafted Josh Simmons, who also was looking very nice in training camp. So they did bolster up both sides of that offensive line to help out Patrick Mahomes. Man,
Uh,
I think
Watch
they
your
did it,
win.
y'all. We hit it right on the number, man. Any last words, brother? I think y'all we did good timing, bro. See, look, this is what happened when we work together. We can do all right on the time.
That's some good time.
Most definitely. Anything y'all want to add?
Ravens win the Super Bowl. Lamar MV3. Steelers going 0-2 against us this year.
It's not gonna happen. We're going to we're going to split. It's always going to be a split. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. It's going to be a split. I like what you're saying as far as that. I feel like he got snubbed last year. But hey, who was to say? Who was to say? I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. You know,
I got a troll.
at the end of the day, I also think Cincinnati Bengals got a lot to prove this year too. A
Mm-hmm.
lot to bounce back
I agree
from.
with that.
They got a lot to
Yeah,
worry about.
I don't know if
but
that
if you
happened
But
either.
do you not pay? Are you paying attention to everybody in our division? They're really getting their defense ready for those two receivers.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
But
That's how you know.
now that's the whole. Really, I think the whole league now is really a two receiver threat.
I know, but who's the best duo in the league right now?
I mean, you can argue them, but they don't never play a good. I'm gonna say probably 13 games together. They all one of them always hurt.
Their offense, you got to think about it. The thing about Cincinnati Bengals last year, their offense was great. Their offense was great. Their defense just couldn't stop nobody.
Yeah,
couldn't stop a goal.
I
But
swear.
but man,
still, what happened? Well, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say y'all started a whole nother topic. It was supposed to be last words to get out of here, not last words on the topic.
He said any questions.
No, I said
Oh,
any last word. I literally said, all right, anyway.
my
Give me
fault,
the
my
last
fault, my
words
fault.
though.
I was gonna say, I literally say any last words. Y'all talk about the Bengals. They not gonna get no better either. They disgruntled over there.
What you
I
mean?
They
mean, if you
management
take this
pissed
ground to pay
everybody off.
money,
They D line nice. They D line nice. If,
Yeah,
They
but
D
they
line
pissed
want that
everybody
money.
off in the process though.
if I'm
Trey
not
Hendrickson
mistaken,
still ain't get paid.
if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, they had somebody that was top sack leader last year.
And guess what? He didn't
He
get
wants to
paid.
get paid.
Trey
He
Yeah,
Hendrickson.
he
wants to
didn't
get
get paid.
paid. And then the other one retired.
Yeah. But man, we got Mr. Hendricks, Rico in the cut, Polo, Shemaine Man Jay, and we out of here, baby. Peace.
All right.